Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Dip Yanko. In tonight's Game Plan. Ginebra Bay Area clash on Christmas Day. We'll break down the Christmas Day clash of Barangay Ginebra and Bay Area in the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals.
And we'll hear from Zavier Lucero on his journey with the UP Fighting Maroons in his short but definitely sweet UAAP career. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game.
It's going to be an exciting Christmas Day for PBA fans as Barangay Ginebra gears up for their first battle in the finals against the Bay Area Dragons. And to give us a preview of the Commissioner's Cup Finals, we have with us Coach Charles Tew all the way from Baguio.
From
Medyo
Baguio!
malamig dyan sa Baguio, Coach Charles. But thank you for joining us still here on the game.
Thank you for having me, guys. Always fun to be on your show and talk some basketball.
Absolutely, Coach Charles. Great to have you here. And of course, I hope you keep us warm with your hot takes here. Obviously, it's Bay Area against Barangay Ginebra. Both these teams came out on top. First of all, are you surprised that these two are the two teams that end up in the finals, especially considering that one, Bay Area had to change imports multiple times throughout the conference, and Barangay Ginebra had an undersized import in Justin Brownlee in a conference when there were so many big imports here for the other teams?
Well, first with Ginebra, to be honest, I wasn't that surprised. Number one, whenever you have Justin Brownlee, man, your team always has a chance to win it all. That's how good he is. I think they added their depth with Jamie Malonzo, Jeremiah Gray, that helped them a lot. And, from the start of the conference, you could see that they were playing at a high level. So it wasn't really surprising. Plus the fact that, I really thought that Rakocevic would eventually, play at a bit of a lower level in the playoffs and dip because of his inexperience, and that's what happened. Now with the Bay Area Dragons, and to be honest, I actually thought San Miguel would give them a bit of a scare. I actually had San Miguel maybe winning, and it was close. I mean, how many games there were? Basically a one-possession game, right? Could have gone either way, but the Bay Area Dragons have been a good team. They're so well coached. They play well. It's fun to watch them play. They've got good flow. So then again, it's nice to see these two teams in the finals. I think it's going to be a great series.
Right, let's look back at how Ginebra got to the finals. They eliminated Magnolia just last Wednesday, same way that Bay Area eliminated San Miguel. But for Ginebra, it was LA Tenorio who was the player of the game. How do you like their chances that, even their veterans are stepping up to the plate? Is there momentum on their side heading to the finals?
Actually, I think LA Tenorio playing at such a high level has been just so huge for Ginebra. I mean, you normally would have thought maybe Mark Baroka, Gio Halalan would have a number on him. But no, man, I think LA outplayed pretty much everybody in that series. And it was nice to see LA play so well at his age, testament to how good he is. So, his experience will be a huge factor. And then you got guys like Stanley Pringle who haven't really exploded yet, where, any game that these guys can explode. And that's really what makes Ginebra so scary for me.
Charles, I know you asked me for no hard questions, but I'm going to throw you one here right now. The Bay Area Dragons, in particular, Coach Brian Gorgian, we all know his pedigree. We all know that he's arguably the most decorated coach to ever coach here in the PBA. We saw what he could do against the San Miguel Beermen, turning Jumar Fajardo into a bit of a liability defensively, and made it really tough for San Miguel to really get their groove going. What do you make of the battle between the two coaches, Coach Tim and Coach Brian, in the finals?
That's the one thing that excites me the most, to be honest. Obviously, these two coaches are really good friends of mine. I talk to Coach Brian a lot. Coach Tim, he's been busy, but we're still good friends. And I'm excited to see the chess match between these two guys. And I think it's a great chance for us coaches to learn to see how these coaches make their adjustments, how they prepare their teams. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. Obviously, Coach Tim Cone has the edge when it comes to experience in the PBA by far. But Coach Brian has also brought in a different flavor in the international style of play here with this Bay Area team. And they're looking good. And I'd say it's a pretty evenly matched battle.
Charles, sorry, I have to bring up the fact that Coach Brian did say that he has not played a 7-game series before. Do you think that will be a factor at all?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the keys of, to me, the series. Ginebra's experience in the finals. It's one thing to play a 5-game series, and to win just 3 times, but to win 4 times against a team that's going to pack the gym with their fans with a full home court advantage. It's a different story. And Ginebra, they've been through so many battles, and again, that finals experience is huge. It's huge to me. I mean, I know it firsthand from my college league, which I just had to go through, unfortunately, on the other end. So I think it's a big edge. I mean, these guys haven't really played in a 7-game series. The Bay Area guys.
Right. Bay Area matching up with Barangay Ginebra. We all know that Ginebra, they have big men. And do you think that for Bay Area, Andrew Nicholson is the right import? I mean, Miles Powell got injured, right? But do you think they match up well with Ginebra, knowing that they have Andrew Nicholson for the rest of the series, I believe?
And given the fact that, remember, in their elimination round meeting, it wasn't necessarily close between Barangay Ginebra
right.
and Bay Area.
Well, that elimination round meeting, that was the first game that they switched to Nicholson, I believe. And Justin Brown, man, he had a 40-point explosion in that game. They ran Bay Area out of the gym. They out-rebounded them. They forced a bunch of turnovers that led to easy baskets. But I think right now Nicholson has found his groove. I give a lot of credit to Stan Hardinger and Japet against Magnolia and Rakosovic last series. I mean, Stan did such a good job of really throwing Rakosovic off his game, trying to piss him off, and it worked. But this guy Nicholson, man, when you watch him play, he never gets mad. He's like the big chill or something. I mean, I don't know, man. He just plays and plays. So he's just so calm, so composed, and I think he's kind of settled in the PBA, and he's playing at a high level. He was great the entire series against the Beermen. So it's going to be a tough task for the Bigs of Ginebra. But I'll tell you this, if they find a way to stop Nicholson, then I really find it hard to see Bay Area winning this championship.
Okay, Charles, just really quickly here. I remember back in the UAP finals, people were arguing, hey, we're the underdog. No, we're the underdog. Is there any underdog in this series in particular between Bay Area and Barangay Ginebra?
To be honest, I'd say they're evenly matched, but I would give Ginebra the slight advantage. I think they are the deeper team. You look at Bay Area, their guards play a ton of minutes. Lam, Yang, they play 40-plus minutes, and Ginebra has the luxury of bringing Stanley Pringle off the bench. They still have a Nards Pinto who can pressure and defend these guys, not to mention L.A. Scotty. They have Jeremiah Gray. Japet comes off the bench. I mean, they're so deep. They have a lot more weapons. Obviously, I think the Bay Area Dragons have size, which is their wings are really big, bigger than the wings of Ginebra. But I think overall, when you look at the whole lineup, man for man, I would say Ginebra has a bit of an edge.
So let's see whether or not it's going to come true, Charles. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll be spending Christmas with you there at Game 1 of the PBA. Maraming salamat. Thank you again for coming over. And of course, enjoy Baguio.
Thank you for having me. See you on Sunday.
Strawberry jam, please. Ube jam, rather.
Sarap naman nun. Tune in to the 2022 PBA Commissioners Cup Finals live on One Sports, TV5, PBA Rush, Signal TV Channel 260 HD, Channel 90 HD, and free on Signal Play. And after the break, we'll take a look at Zavier Lucero's journey with the UP community in a special edition of Inside the Game. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game.
right, welcome to a special edition of Inside the Game. Diego Dario here, together with Zavier Lucero, fighting Maroon. First of all, Zav, congratulations on a great UAP career. 2 seasons in 1 year, 2 finals appearances, and 1 championship. And you guys achieved what we former Maroons only aspired to do. And on behalf of all of them, we want to thank you for winning that chip for the UP community. What does it mean to you, just playing for UP?
The choice to come here was probably the best that I've made in my life thus far. So, yeah, nothing but love for all UP alumni, the whole UP community, and anyone that supports the school and us.
And it's a full season, this season 85, with fans and supporters in every game. Coming into the Philippines, compare your expectations in terms of the craze and intensity of the UAP and the actual experience of playing in the league.
Yeah, I think so. For me, when I'm getting ready to come out here, I'm looking at like YouTube and I'm watching like season 82 games and I'm seeing that atmosphere. But once you get out there and you like are on the court, especially like in the finals, it's a different beast. I think like I had the chance to just spectate game 3, and I that's the first time I got to just be there watching, and like the amount of times I had chills just from like the crowd being so loud, or like how they erupt. Like James hit a 3, put us down by 6, and then the crowd, they start putting their lights on and stuff like that.
I saw that.
I was blown away by it, for real.
This season is extra special for you because your family was out here to support you. They flew all the way here. Amazing human beings, by the way. I saw them support the team all throughout. What does that mean for you, them coming out, your family being here?
For them to be at the NU game and see that and then experience the finals, I think that was great, because they got to see me in this environment. And then especially as I got injured in game 2, having them here to be there for me and having my core support system here to be able to deal with this. And then obviously losing in the finals, it just helps to have the people you love most in this world by your side.
But let's take a look at game 1, where you defeated Ateneo also. And you played your heart out, man. I covered that game. You were doing everything, scoring, rebounding, and timely blocks, basically. Amazing performance. And I think that's how a lot of people will remember Zav Lucero in the UAAP. Take us through that performance, man, and playing basically the game of your life in that game 1.
For us, that was probably one of the better games we played this season. I think as a team, we were just going into that game, we were locked into just winning, and it didn't matter who was doing what, didn't matter who was getting the shine. And it showed, like, even though I got player of the game and all that stuff, like, as far as the stat sheet went down, I had 14, the next guy, we had a couple guys with 12. And it was spread out, and it was everyone doing their part to try to win. I hope they remember me for the effort that I displayed on the court and my will to play the right way in all aspects. And yeah, that's just what I tried to do in game 1.
That's for sure. I'm sure all the people will remember you for having that energy, doing the right plays on both ends of the floor. Game 2, that's where the injury happened, and everyone in the UAP, including Ateneo, for sure did not want to see you go down in that game. What was going through your mind as it happened? Because I was watching it also, and after knowing what injury it was, what did you tell the whole team?
I actually was pretty optimistic, so like obviously it was a drive I do every single game. You just never expect like a serious injury to happen to you until it does, right? And I just figured like my knee shifted in a weird way, and then it was good. But then obviously I hear the crowd react to the replay, and I'm like, that's not good.
Like you kind of knew,
Yeah, I figured, obviously I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. And then obviously it was the worst. But after that, it was just about me trying to do my part for the rest of the season and be supportive in any way I could. Me talking to the team, I just told them that they didn't need me to win one game, and that like, as much as I want to be out there and play, I can't. But like I said, we have enough talent on this team to win that game, even though we lost.
December 19, 2022. This is going to be a memorable date for you, that's for sure. Save the date was the mantra for the UP community. I see you before games, like you would just, embrace those moments. But can you explain to us the feelings and emotions before Game 3, the anticipation, and all these people supporting you even after that injury?
Yeah, there was a good amount of sadness, I guess. But also just my heart was full, just because of the outpour of love that I was getting.
Right.
You don't expect to be embraced like this, coming out here and going through what I did. But I mean, not only was it like so amazing once I got injured, but it's been that way since I stepped on campus, So for me, the team wearing the shirts and the people all the fans just kind of getting behind me is definitely something I won't forget.
And one thing that you also won't forget is that last free throw you took in Game 3. You checked in, the whole arena erupts. Fans and players, not just from UP but also from Ateneo, cheering for you. You stepped in to shoot the free throw. One dribble, and I saw you took a very deep breath before that shot. What was going on in your mind in that amazing moment?
I was, like I said, getting chills from the crowd. But like mostly I was just like, I gotta make this.
Yeah, of course.
That'd be anticlimactic if I miss. But
I'm sure they're still gonna cheer for you even if you miss that. But
yeah,
go on.
But I was so happy to have the opportunity. Like we lost, but if you watch the clip, I'm just smiling because I was just happy that I got to leave on my own terms because I didn't like leaving on an injury, So the plan was to at least check in one more time. And to be honest, I'm really happy that Ateneo rushed the court because I wasn't going to get that chance, So for me to be able to just get my flowers, so to speak, and be able to be out there with the UP community one more time was a special moment for me.
You're now done with your UAP career. Let's talk about just your experience being a Fighting Maroon and being part of this historic team. What's your favorite part about being with this special group of people?
What I accomplished or what we accomplished, I'm happy to have made some long-lasting relationships. I think that's the beautiful thing about basketball is it's a team sport, and most times when you're on a team, you end up making lifelong friends. And I've done that here. So that's something that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life, right? And second to that, or maybe even shared with first, is just the community, because you just don't experience, like, the championship's nice and all that stuff is nice, but like understanding that us as basketball players, it's nothing without the fans, especially at this magnitude. Like, this league is nothing without the fans. I think I have to put that up there, And then of course the championship.
Of course.
That was good.
That's just a historic one, and of course you're going to be a Fighting Maroon forever. And that was Zavier Lucero together with me, Diego Daria, for a special edition of Inside the Game. Zav, thanks for the time, man. Appreciate you.
Welcome back. You're watching The Game. All over the world, the hoop culture goes beyond the court, especially in the Philippines. The country's biggest names and personalities gather for an epic Hennessy X NBA weekend in Manila. Check out the sights and sounds from the Game Never Stops basketball event presented by Hennessy, the spirit of the NBA.
Hennessy X NBA, spirit of the NBA. Celebrate Filipino ball with us, where the game never stops.
Hey fans, I'm Paolo Del Rosario and we are here at the Hennessy X NBA Game Never Stops basketball pop-up here in BGC.
And my name is Diego Dario, and it's a celebration with the spirit of the NBA. So let's check out what's going on with your favorite personalities and athletes. Let's have a few drinks and maybe shoot some hoops, Paolo. Try out some signature Hennessy cocktails. Let's get it.
Let's go. There's a partnership right now between Hennessy and NBA Philippines. Can you tell us about the key message about this partnership?
Well, actually, the partnership between Hennessy and NBA is a global partnership. This is a multi-year partnership between the two iconic brands, Hennessy and NBA. So we are on our second year of this multi-year partnership. So we can't be more excited about this partnership. Knowing we are a basketball crazy country, a lot of Filipino basketball fans love the NBA, so it's a very good partnership for us. Hennessy is more than a cognac, NBA is more than a basketball brand, so these are lifestyle brands, two iconic brands collaborating together to come up with this kind of partnership, this kind of activities, to introduce what we are all about in terms of our partnership.
We're absolutely thrilled, delighted and honoured to be the official Spirit partner of the NBA. It's the first time a Spirit brand has been partnered with NBA, and as I said, delighted for that. What we're doing as part of the partnership is bringing the NBA culture and the Hennessy culture to the world through our Court Beyond Limits activations. So this one here is the first one in Manila, but we've also activated around the world in cities like London. It obviously started in Sydney, Australia at the iconic Bondi Beach in May 2021, and then also in like Lagos, in also countries like China. So we're very much putting Manila on the global map.
The Game Never Stops concept, that is what the event is called. Is that what you were thinking, just beyond basketball, and that the game goes on beyond the court?
Yes, so when we say game never stops in Hennessy, it's basically talking not just the on-court culture of basketball, but it's the on and off culture. It's the lifestyle that it creates. It's all this wonderful lifestyle communities, global communities and local communities that we have that speaks well to the Hennessy, what the Hennessy brand is all about.
And guys, you can't celebrate Hennessy and the NBA without hoops. So let's check out the basketball action on the court. Hey. First, Mikey Reyes, kamusta naman yung experience sa event na to, brother?
Mainit pero masaya. A lot of great talents, a lot of great personalities, great people.
What do you love about Hennessy, Mikes?
Suabe ang Hennessy. Suabe, and of course, di ba, magandang tama.
So talo o panalo, Hennessy?
Talo o panalo, sigurado yun. Sanay tayo matalo dati, kaya alam na natin Henny all the way.
0-14 nga pala kami pareho nito sa UP dati. Rookie year, senior year. Pero umabot ako sa finals.
Oo,
Okay lang.
tama. May bonfire ako, wala kang bonfire.
Wala akong bonfire. 1-1. Okay, so we'll do a quick fast talk with Mr. JV Mocon. James, are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's get it. Okay, first, championship trophy or MVP award?
Championship.
Matic. Ice Cold 3 or poster dunk?
Poster dunk.
Parang nakikita ko na nga yun eh. Sneakers or slides?
Sneakers.
Sneakers. Binging a series or playing video games?
Series.
Nice dinner or party out?
Nice dinner. Good boy.
Nung college? Woo! Party
Nice
out.
dinner, then party out.
Cocktails or on the rocks?
On the rocks.
Championship trophy or an MVP award?
Championship.
All day.
Yeah.
Ice Cold 3 or poster dunk?
Ice Cold 3.
Ice Cold 3. I have been seeing that the whole day. How about sneakers or slides?
Sneakers.
Sneakers all day. Binging a series or playing video games on an off day?
Binging.
Binging
binging
series. Okay. Nice dinner or party out? This is a tough question. Party out all day. How about cocktails or on the rocks? This is the last question.
Cocktails.
The playing has been great for everyone except me, but it's been a really enjoyable event. Congratulations to the NBA, congratulations to Hennessy. They really kind of brought to life what it is to be a basketball and NBA fan in the Philippines here in BGC. So it's an incredible setup na I hope a lot of people at home get to experience.
Kamusta naman yung experience mo, Danica, sa buong event na to? Nakikita ko, she was dominating the whole competition.
Just for a few possessions, but it's really tiring. This 3-on-3 game, it's a fast-paced ball game, but I'm having fun so far.
And of course, Hennessy is the main sponsor of this event, Danica. What do you love about Hennessy, either as a brand or as a drink?
The fact that Hennessy is all about culture and it's a sports lifestyle kind of thing. It's more than the drink, but the mere fact that the brand is able to get everyone together, from sports icons to entertainment personalities to content creators. Everyone's just here playing the game that we all love.
Alright, we are here with the winners of the 3x3 competition here at the NBA X Hennessy pop-up. And this guy looks very familiar. Paulo Del Rosario just won it. But let's start it off with Hiram Bagat. Hiram, you basically carried this team offensively the whole tournament. How was the whole experience and competing with a lot of athletes and celebrities?
I mean, it was fun. I'm kind of out of shape. But yeah, it was fun being here, just having this whole event with Hennessy. Just looking forward to drinking some Hennessy after.
I mean, when you play in the UAAP, that's a different level. I mean, talking about someone who played in the UAAP, Trina Guytinko with probably the play of the game with that offensive rebound, basically sealing the victory for your team. How was the whole experience and winning the championship?
Honestly, I came into this not expecting anything, but like, thankfully these guys, we all had each other's backs, we fought, and we came out with the win. So thankful for you guys.
And of course, you were actually cramping up during the game. How was that, trying to fight through that and then winning everything for you?
Honestly, laban lang.
Laban lang.
Laban lang.
Okay. Alright, let's get it over to Gab Lagman here. Gab, you had a couple of 3-pointers, 2-pointers rather, in that game. I mean, big shots. How was the whole experience for you?
It was fun. It's our first time meeting each other, and we had like a great chemistry, and it was really fun to play with them. I was actually cramping too in the 3-point shootout, but
that's how competitive it was.
I saw her hustle. I was like, okay, I gotta get this win. But yeah, it was fun. Thank you, Hennessy and NBA, for having this event.
And Trina just leading by example there, showing Gab how it's done. But let's talk about this guy. This guy is my partner on the show. I mean, off the bench, but he's the only guy off the bench, but he made it happen. Great defense, Pau. Take it away, man.
Alam mo, there's a reason why commentator ako at hindi a player. Okay? Pero still, grabe talaga yung experience na to. The physicality, going hard with these guys. I grew up watching Hiram play. Now I'm playing with Hiram. Magkasa talaga. Trina Guytinko, grabe, the hustle, the fight. Tapos everyone thought that Gab Lagman was a secret PBA player. Ano ba yan? Grabe talaga yung team ko.
And there you have it, just some of the highlights of the Hennessy X NBA Game Never Stops basketball pop-up.
You can watch out for more special segments on Hennessy, the spirit of the NBA, only here on The Game.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Dip Bianco.
I'm Paul De Rosario. Merry Christmas! This has been The Game.